My name is Phil Ismay, and this is another episode of the Papi Negro Podcast, forever roasting, forever petty. And I got some homies with me. These people here mean the world to me because, like, when I first started stand-up, they were there and all that shit, so that was pretty cool. So start off with the homie, Robert Bass.
Thank you. You sounded like a bitch when you did that intro. Yeah, it was here for me.
Old niggas don't like to be emotional. That's like the problem with the old black generation. They don't like to show emotions.
Fucking being emotional is weak.
Fuck being emotional, nigga. You gonna punch you in the chest. Fuck you, nigga.
Let's keep this generation.
Anyway, I got my other homeboy here, Jeud.
What's up?
No last name, just Jeud. That's his name. And we got my dog behind the boards, Azzam. And we're gonna do this edition of the podcast where we get submissions where we talk about bad relationship, horrible ex stories, bad Tinder stories, and whatever. So we're gonna start this off. All right, boom. This is how it starts off. Summertime fling. I kind of fell for her pretty fast, but then she left to New York to visit her family. She was there for about a month and texted me and told me that it was over my friend's cell phone. Afterwards, I heard that she came back home, and so I started hitting her up to talk about what happened, and she didn't want to hear it. So I went to her house, knocked on her window. Damn, he really wanted it. She had that good. All right, so knocked on her window. She came outside, and she came at me, with the machete, and she hit me. She hit my car with it as I drove off. Then 2 weeks later, she showed up at my house trying to get with me that night. I don't know who's crazier, me or her, because I got with her that night.
I have a question.
Go.
The ethnicity of said woman.
What you think? Hold on.
The ethnicity.
She was Caribbean.
Yeah, I was gonna Caribbean, but to be specific, are we talking Caribbean Latina
Jamaican.
or Caribbean?
No.
He's going Jamaican.
Could be Puerto Rican too.
I was gonna say
Everybody loves machete.
but they don't.
Puerto Rican
Does
Cuban.
Puerto
Island.
Ricans
It's
really
island,
love
dog.
machetes, or do they
Yeah.
like blades that they can keep in
No,
their
they
cheek
like machetes too.
or
man.
underneath
So
their
what you
tongue?
think?
I'm gonna say West Indian and keep it.
You're going West. Ooh, okay.
Wow. Yeah.
I'm sticking Puerto Rican Cuban in that.
I'm
spectrum.
Well,
fucking
he
with
is
Jamaican.
Spanish. The guy said he's
Yeah,
Spanish.
okay.
So I'm thinking like, yeah, she's
Lost
Spanish.
already.
I think she probably is She's probably New Yorican, to be honest.
New
That makes
Yorkers
sense.
New Yorkers are bats. They like bats.
I
That's
don't know, bro. I
That's a
think-
baseball culture.
it's a bat-
To be
Battle of
honest, you know what? I'm not even mad at the dude for hooking up with her.
Why?
Because it's like, it sounds like some shit dudes would do. Like, this bitch is crazy. She tried to get with him.
Well,
He's
let's
like,
start
all
with
right.
the end. Who's crazier? Bitch, you.
The guy.
The guy that wrote the you're crazier. She was crazy from the get-go. And let's not act like the whole machete thing, that was the moment you realized, oh, this bitch is crazy. There was other flags that said, this bitch is crazy. Like, maybe, I don't know, in the act of sex, she was blowing you and putting a finger in your ass. And you...
That's not
You
even the
just
fucking
pulled
story.
that out of your ass. You just pulled that literally out of the air.
Yeah, literally.
I did. Because that's the craziest shit that could ever happen to me. But the reality of it is...
Is this
you
nigga
knew-
projecting?
I think he's projecting. Yeah, that's weird that
Not
you just
fully.
added that.
Not fully. I'll break a finger with the clenching of my ass cheeks. Listen, what I'm trying to say
what
is...
the-
The reality of it is, if we just go non-comedic, everybody knows crazy when they see it.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
it was a point before the machete that he knew she was crazy.
Well, she
And
curved
then-
him, left him off.
Wait,
and-
hold on.
Yeah.
There was something you said that I'm really gonna piggyback on. Crazy pussy is the best pussy.
I said that?
You did. You was like, oh,
I
well,
said
you didn't
that?
say it verbatim.
I didn't say that.
Was
You
that
said-
on the podcast, or has he just said that in general?
I did
As
not
you
say
was
that.
reading it, go back to the reading it, and you said it was.
Oh, she
something-
must have had that good.
You said she had that. Yeah. What is good? Good is very good. But why is her shit good? Because she's fucking crazy.
Maybe
The
his
thing-
options was low. Maybe
I would
his
hope
options.
not. I would hope not.
Maybe
I
his
mean,
option was
it's a
low.
reality. I would just hope.
No. It definitely comes down to him being crazy because crazy don't see crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
Level.
Let me ask you something. How does this end? Because
That's how
after
it
the
ended.
machete, then she came back trying to hook up with him again. Like, did he hook up? We already know the answer. The answer is yes, he did. Why? Why, Phil? You said it during reading it. Because
Yeah,
she
he
had
got
that good.
good. Yeah.
And why was that shit good? Because it's crazy. The best pussy is the pussy that you don't want to tell people the whole story about.
Yep.
Because the reality of it is like, yo, this bitch came and hit my car with a machete. Well, why you still fucking with her? Your homeboys are going to put you in perspective like, yo, why you still fucking with this bitch? It's good because now it's a secret. Like, yeah, this bitch is crazy. Motherfucker.
You know, Azzam, what you got to say about that, bro?
Yeah, that was a bold move to continually fuck her after she came
With
out
the
to a
machete. Like, she came out
But-
with it. What did he do to her?
But
And the other thing.
I'm going to assume that she probably looked like insanely good naked, and he was just like, he probably
Insanely
left
good
that.
naked?
He probably left that like moment in the car, and he was like, yeah, I guess I could.
Insanely good naked?
Yeah.
I'm going to go one step further than that. She probably looked insanely good with her fucking clothes on.
Yeah.
Which then made her naked take a whole nother...
Because the thing is, if she
Fair.
was a 3,
Fair.
if she was a 3, he would not be. Come on, bro. If she was like a 3 or 4.
I mean,
3.
again.
Anything
No,
less than
no.
5,
You guys are forgetting.
the machete would have been it.
6.
You're forgetting he's crazy, so it doesn't matter what she looked like.
I'm going to
Ooh, that's a very
put an
valid
addendum,
point.
and I'm going to put this into the universe of positive thinking. There'll be bonus clips later on the YouTube of other stories that didn't end up in this episode. That's the positive thing I put out there, secret style. And I want to make clear that we brought up on one of those stories that pussy that you don't want to tell anybody, just like you said, is the best one. Pussy that might kill you, I think, is probably the number one. And that's been proven by
Absolutely.
every
Number one,
action movie ever.
absolutely.
That's not even on the board.
I feel like-
because that's
yeah.
like that's totally understood.
Because
like,
you
so
know you don't want to mess with
we
it.
got 1 through 5, but we're not gonna talk about the pussy we don't want to tell nobody. So let's not put that on there. That's like talking football and quarterbacks. Like, all right, who's the greatest quarterback in this era? But let's not talk about Brady because
like-
we know
It's
what
like
Brady
people
has
that
done.
have old money. They don't want to talk about how the money originally started.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, my grandfather used to like do sex trafficking and
Exactly.
bootleg liquor.
So to go to the end where the question is, you're crazy because you already know she's crazy, and what you didn't put in the story was that you fucked her again. And you probably fucked her raw. You're gonna have kids, and that's fucked up because she's gonna put you on child support.
Wow.
She's gonna be that bitch that's really gonna fucking chop the fuck out your ass.
hey, you good?
Oh, I'm so good.
Phil, can you do me a favor?
Listen, we doing these
Yo,
stories
he's
to help
having
him out,
PTSD
right?
flashbacks.
Like, we doing these stories to help him out, right? I'm trying to let him know. Fuck with a rebel.
Okay, all right.
You
So-
know what I mean?
Can
So-
you do me a favor, Phil?
What?
Bring Robert back more. It's often Jude's great too,
Okay,
but
yo.
Robert's just going fucking in.
So we're gonna go on. So we're pretty much done here. We stretched
Yeah,
out.
we done.
Yeah.
Fuck, hey, keep fucking it though.
But with a rubber.
But with a rubber.
Okay.
And a plan B.
That's the PSA of the evening.
CD.
Okay, all right, Rob. Okay, we got it. And so we have the
Real
next
shit.
one. All right. She says, was in a relationship for 3 years, and then the guy went ghost. No explanation, text call, nothing. Man just dropped off the face of the earth, and I'm left worried and dumbfounded until he came back 6 months later saying sorry. He was scared how serious our relationship got, and he felt married. And she did like the emoji where, you know, I had no push or stress on marriage, so I don't know why he chose to feel that way. But yeah, took me 2 years to be ready again to talk to another guy and try out another relationship. Needed that time to myself after all of that. Now that's a serious ghosting right there. Like that's creep.
No, it's not.
Why you say that?
The reason I say that is because she's writing the story. If he wrote the story, he would tell the entire truth. Like, she's not telling the entire truth. So the reality of it is there's some shit she did that made him think like, yo, this bitch treating me like we married. She can't acknowledge that because to acknowledge that
It's
then
her
would
norm.
say-
It's her norm, yeah.
And then it would be like, we would be asking, like, why did you write? Because you know you did shit that made him feel like y'all were in a more committed relationship than what you agreed to.
But that's 3 years.
Yeah. 3
That's
years?
3 years.
Okay. I can't argue that.
That's 3 years.
3
3
years is a
years.
long
Yeah.
time.
3 years.
Yeah.
You can't front for 3 years.
No, you can't.
No.
As the
No,
guy who's
you
been in
know
a
what?
relationship
And-
in this
and I
room for
think that's the
9
part
years,
I
that's
overlook.
insane.
Exactly.
I think I got caught up in how long he ghosted her more than how long they were fucking
Actually
before
together.
the ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's very legitimate.
Exactly.
So you know what, ma'am? That's your fault.
What?
Damn.
Why you
No,
gonna
you
say
still put it
that?
back to her.
Okay.
This
White-
nigga's Vic.
white
Hold on,
people
before
say-
you go off, Jew, what you gotta say? And Azzam, we gonna get to what you gotta say about
Cool.
Okay.
No, I'm
so
just saying it's 3 years. So that means he already had something going on the side. Now
He probably saw
had
something new that made him go, yo.
He had something. And the other thing is what he really wanted. She was a side chick.
You can't be no, they're in the main. I got to look.
She was a side chick for
You
sure.
think she was
For sure.
You're
a
insinuating a 3-year
relationship with a
side
side
chick.
piece?
Yeah.
Yes. If
I like how he said yes with so much
Yes.
certainty.
No,
'cause true.
and I'm a back him on that one.
yes,
I agree.
because you can ghost a 3-year side chick. You can't ghost a 3-year main chick. That's the machete.
You know what? Go ahead, sir.
I
Go
have to
ahead,
say,
go
Jude's
ahead.
logic is fucking sound. That is really sound. I have to respect that shit right there.
Yeah.
Like everything I would have just said, he just said and just said it 1,000 times fucking better. Yeah.
And just to piggyback on it, to your point that you didn't elaborate on, if you are my main chick for 3 years and I ghost you for 6 months because you're my main chick, you know enough intricate people in my life to reach out to find out what's going on.
Boom.
Yeah.
You don't know them. That's why you're
We're
worried.
assuming. We're assuming now.
We're assuming, but we're only assuming based upon the information she gave us. So if she knew more people, she probably should have put that in there. You didn't, so we're gonna assume.
But you know what?
You
That's
didn't
the thing.
know.
Because if the family, if let's say you know the family, if
you've
they
been
ghost
a side-
you too,
you've been a side nigga for 3
if
years.
they ghost
and
you
then
too,
got
either they
ghosted for
didn't
6
fuck
months.
with you like that,
Yeah.
Okay, that's true too. That's true too.
or maybe they just don't want to. They don't understand the situation themselves. But 6 months out of 3 years, something don't add up there.
She's the side chick. He just added it up
And
for
you-
you. He did
I
the
was gonna
math.
add the side chick thing does make a lot of sense because
It makes
like
perfect
in
sense.
3 years you at least meet his friends.
Yep.
You at least are gonna meet some people.
You were in his house. At
Yeah,
least
you've seen. Where
It
he
could have been a
lives.
long distance relationship.
But even if it's long
Constellation?
distance, you
Even
would
if
have
it
at
be
some
constellation?
point another
Constellation?
person's name would have come up. Like
Yeah.
you would have at least been like, oh, he has a friend named fucking Jake. You could have fucking
Yeah.
called Jake.
Yeah.
Like if not, she has terrible homegirls who are not going like, you're talking to a fucking serial murderer.
Yeah.
Don't go to like that one bitch who went to Texas and got fucking caught by that guy who kept her in a cage for a week.
Damn.
I'm the only person who remembers that story.
Fuck, yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So
Wait, hold on. Constellation, not constellation. I'm not looking for stars.
But the consolation, yeah.
Consolation prize is. At least
black
he
people
came
love.
back and
Black
he
people love
apologized.
adding T's and C's to words that don't need them.
Yeah, yeah.
You
Exactly.
say,
That's
do you
why
say
I'm trying to make
stripes or
sure-
stripes?
No, I say stripes.
You say
It
script or
depends. No, I'm good with my STRs.
He said
I don't live on 4th Street. Like, you know, so like at the end of the day, I think the consolation to this is at least for whatever reason. Were y'all ready for the deep end?
Yeah.
Ready.
So
Yeah.
for
Diving.
whatever reason, he felt the need to come back to you and apologize for him ghosting.
His options dried
Because you
up.
got bomb ass pussy.
Damn.
That was the shallow end.
That's
I was
that was
like,
the shallow.
That was.
I'm
That was
thinking
very
he-
shallow.
Dog,
That
I
wasn't
thought-
deep.
I
That
thought-
wasn't deep.
I
Okay, my
thought
bad.
you're-
I thought like I was gonna go somewhere nobody
I
else was
literally
going.
thought you were gonna say something so insightful,
Yeah.
and then you reverted back to your ancient
Yeah.
niggaism.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yeah.
bad.
Back to it.
My bad.
Yeah,
My
I was
bad. I
waiting
don't-
for the Steve Harvey
I'm not
moment,
gonna-
and this just
yeah,
turned
I'm
into
not
some
gonna-
fucking Rick Ross
I'm not
shit
gonna
real
defend
fast.
myself because you're absolutely
Yeah,
right.
okay.
I did revert back, but
Yeah.
bitch, you got that bomb ass pussy. Take that bomb ass pussy somewhere else. He ghosted you for 6 months. Make the pussy go.
That's
go.
not bomb pussy.
That's-
6 months ain't bomb pussy.
I don't know.
I don't
to
know,
Come
bro.
back after 6 months is bomb.
You know
pussy.
what I feel like? No. You know that phrase like,
Or what happened in the
This-
6 months?
I feel like this: distance make the heart grow fonder. He probably was like, damn.
Distance make the dick grow harder. Listen, when
This
it's all
nigga
said
here,
and
he ain't
done,
shit. He ain't shit.
when it's
He
all
ain't
said and
shit.
done, you know what I like about this? Is because I have a thought, and then you'll say some shit that makes me really rethink my thought. So you're right. Bomb ass pussy don't make you ghosted for 6 months. So I think the bigger question is what she needs to figure out is what happened in that 6 months to make him ghost her.
But you know what? I'll tell you something. Sometimes you.
But
get,
if you decide, bitch, it don't really matter.
But the thing is, I've been ghosted before, bro, and I thought the date went well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm still tripping off me getting ghosted a while back, and it's like, dang, I want to send her an invoice because I paid for the bitch's meal. It's like I look like.
That's your fault.
It's like I look
Your
like,
fault.
bitch.
No,
No.
like you supposed
You
to put
really-
her.
you-
You
wow.
supposed to put her on the TI.
But that was 2 for 20, dog. So what
The
you
No.
mean?
What the
I was
fuck
talking
is
to a
the TI
Haitian
plan?
The
Hold on,
TI
what's
plan?
the TI plan?
The TI plan is taking the ass to McDonald's and telling you can have whatever you like.
This nigga ain't.
First of all, McDonald's getting expensive these days. I'm not trying to pay for
Yeah,
no
they don't-
They
fucking-
still got a dollar menu.
No, they don't.
It's
They
like
have
dollar
3
and some
items on that
change.
shit.
I mean, fine. It never was a dollar because you had to pay taxes. But listen, we don't get on my.
You know it's not
fucking
99 no more, bro. This shit inflation.
Why are we
you
going
got
to
you know what? You
Look,
gotta
I'm
count
gonna-
for inflation.
The point I was
Phil took
getting
that to
at
heart.
is,
Phil
you
took that
know,
shit. You struck a chord.
I'm fucking
Struck
with
a chord.
My bad.
No, it's
my
all-
bad. Fat
So
people.
we really
I love food. I'm
But,
not even talking about you.
no,
Guilty conscience.
But I will say this though, we stretched that story. I mean, they done more English.
I mean, really.
yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't
Go
hit
ahead.
everything.
I'm
Next
sorry.
one.
really okay. So the next one. All right. So this, this is he starts up. So bro, I need you to address this. So I was talking to a chick, and she was a real bad Mexican chick, been there. So we getting to know each other, and now we hanging out and shit. She never once showed a sign that she wanted to just fuck. But one day I was at one of my used to be homeboys' house, and she was like, "Hey, you want to hang out?" And I was like, "I would, but I'm at my boy house." She said, "Oh, that's cool. He can come too." So me not thinking, I'm like, "Okay, cool." So come a week later, I'm trying to link up with her and shit, and she's like, "Oh, I'm busy, or I have people over." So I was like, "All right, whatever." That's a curve. Oh, that's a curve. This is. Oh no. All
Homeboy
right.
Scoop.
Mm-hmm.
Scoop.
Oh man, so I left her alone. I was tired of chasing her for nothing. And now this is when shit gets crazy. About a year or so later, my supposed to be homeboy confessed to me that night we all went home. He came by and picked him up, and they started fucking. We called it. And they were fucking for months after. So he tells me that I just seen her and she wants to hang out. But bruh, like you really just tried my loyalty and now you're trying to be funny about it. But yeah, I just had to get off my chest because she found my new page and she asked if it's cool for her to explain why she did me what she did. And I told her, I hope your sister croaks. I mean, this nigga's hurt.
Yeah.
Nah, this nigga hurt.
Damn, what did her sister do?
I don't know.
Was that on some biggie shit? Like
I
the
don't-
sister give head better than you, pussy get wetter than you.
I don't
Like,
know.
Nah,
Wow.
he ain't even fucked the sister. He ain't fucked nobody.
But he took a shot at the sister. I hope your sister fucked up. Like that wasn't his exact words, but that's how I took it.
Dang.
Okay,
Niggas is trifling.
First off, niggas ain't trifling. He's dumb. He started the story off.
Hold on. I realize Robert Bass is at fault with everyone.
Yeah.
He never.
Okay, quick question. What nationality is El Chapo?
He's Colombian, I believe. From
Is
El
he
Chapo's
Colombian?
Mexican.
He's Mexican. If El Chapo is Mexican and we know this motherfucker is crazy, why wouldn't we think any other Mexicans possibly could be?
this nigga-
That's racist.
Is it racist?
Yeah.
That's racist.
Yeah, generalizing.
Just because we're brown doesn't mean we can get away with that.
Come on.
That's
Whatever.
racist.
Whatever. I'm living
Robert.
in the society that we live in right now. So
trying to- oh
if you're bad, you're bad by association.
Cut this nigga
Not
mic.
saying-
Cut this nigga.
I don't even know what
No.
microphone he has anymore. You're kind of stuck here.
Okay. All right. Serious. No comedian shit. If it wasn't prudent, he would not have mentioned in the letter the fact that she was Mexican. What did her nationality have to do with anything?
What? No, that has nothing to do with her. That's all.
Okay, let me ask you something. How many stories we did?
This is the fourth one.
And how many of them actually named the nationality of the person they was fucking with?
You know what?
That's part of the story, though.
I feel like.
Why is it part
Hold
of
on.
the story?
I feel like some
You
dudes.
building my point. Why is it part of the
Hold on,
story?
wait. There's some guys, they take pride in the ethnicity of the women they're fucking with.
So he's Mexican.
No, he's black. And you know how
Yeah.
some
Okay.
niggas-
Now that actually paints that picture there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a common thing among
Some
I
niggas
sound
be
the
doing-
whitest on
Not
mic, and
really.
you guys can't see me.
Not
but-
really. As a black man,
Some dudes
I
be like
fuck
that.
with women that I like.
Yeah,
No,
but
but
like
some
You might
dudes-
ask me
but
what's
Rob-
her nationality, and then I tell you.
But Rob-
But I don't lead with, oh yeah, I fuck with this chick. Matter of fact, she happened to be white. Like,
But I'm some dudes that are like
Yeah, I
that.
was
Like,
gonna be
yo,
like-
if she ain't like, there's some dudes that are really like that. So that's, and I know people like that, and I'm just like,
Yeah, I was gonna
whatever.
say like there are just those dudes who are like, I only fuck white girls.
Yeah.
I only this one white. It can be specific about hair color and shit.
Yeah.
Like
Dumb
just,
shit.
Just to say that.
okay,
And that's all on him, though.
I'll take it.
I
But
do
you know,
think that
is it
shit's
really
super
all
racist
on him?
too,
It's
but
on him.
whatever.
No, it's on him. He took two L's here. One, he called
'Cause I
that
didn't
dude his
even get to
homie.
it.
He called that dude his friend. And he got curved by that chick.
Yeah, that's
And then they
Y'all
both
wrong.
conspired behind his back.
both of y'all
Ooh.
wrong.
How?
Because when he tells the story, let's take her her race out of it, so I'm not racist. He
that's a good
says
choice.
that he reaches out to her, or she reaches out to him. What is he doing? He says, I'm with my homeboy, and she says, according to him, and I quote, oh, he can come too. So 9 times out of 10, it says to me, like, how I think. A girl reach out to me, and she's like, what you doing? I'm like, nothing, I'm at my homeboy house. Oh, well, that's cool. He can come too. I'm like, wait a minute. What the fuck you mean he can come too? Like, my homeboy
Wait. You know what? I thought about something. What? No, this
Why is that? Wait, hold on.
Rob,
Before you say it, why
I
is
gotta
that
say
so
it.
crazy when at the end of the story, the homeboy was fucking too?
Wait, hold on. This is what I don't understand.
Can somebody-
Reach, man.
am I
It's a
crazy
reach.
for
Rob,
that?
Let
hold
Phil
on,
go.
Rob, hold on, hold on, Rob.
I'll answer your question.
This is what I
more.
don't understand. What was so good about hanging out with the homeboy? He didn't just leave the homeboy's house to go chill with her.
Unlike the other story, she don't have bomb ass pussy.
What?
Wait, let me come in here. I feel like me and Jude are probably on the same wavelength. First, to come to the Robert broke me. Hold up.
Wait, hold on. I think the funniest part about this is like y'all making it sound like I'm saying shit crazy, but the question was,
Some of the shit you said's crazy.
What was so good about the homeboy that you didn't go to her?
First
the
of all-
homeboy got a dick.
First of all,
That's the worst.
you don't know this chick. You got to
Go.
so you got to establish value, right? So you don't know a chick, and she says jump, and you fucking jump,
Yeah.
you're losing.
Not showing
You're
availability.
losing already. So the thing is, if I'm with my homeboy and a random chick that I just met says, hey, come through, I'm like, nah, we're already established. We're hanging out.
You know-
we got a
yeah.
vibe going.
He shouldn't have
I'll
hung
hit you
out
up
this.
tomorrow.
He shouldn't have hung out at all.
Yeah.
He should have just.
I'll hit you up
So that's-
tomorrow
so that's
on
where
my
you-
own.
So we making an assumption because the story don't tell how long they were associating with each other before the text, does it?
Nigga, we're not trying to prosecute someone, bro. These are just.
I was about to be
No,
like, he's
what
fucking,
I'm doing is I'm defending the fact that I'm not crazy in what I'm saying.
No, some of the
No.
shit you said was fucking
Yeah.
wild. Like it's fine.
It's
just
wild.
fucking wild.
I'll
Yeah,
give
yeah.
you it's wild, but
take
it's
that
not
El
off
Chapo
course.
part out.
Okay,
You got
fine.
some logic.
That was racist. I'll give you that. That was racist.
No, don't say it like that. Don't say.
I'll give you that.
ultimately,
that was racist.
ultimately, we're done with this one.
Yeah, because you know what? She's the same bitch that was hollering at the last nigga with the machete.
Yeah, probably was. I want to
Probably.
say this, like, this is the last. This one I'm about to read is the last. One of the second to
Still
last.
laughing. You can't laugh.
No, because at the end of the day, all these stories, after we say them, everybody's gonna tie each other into each other.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah,
happened.
that's been the running theme.
It's
Every
like-
time he goes back to this well.
It's like a Marvel Cinematic Universe.
The credits start rolling, and then you get the second story.
The Mexican girl, hey, I'll tell you about your homeboy, and she pull out a machete. It's like, this bitch. But no, real talk. I'm going to read this one, and the last one I'm doing is the craziest story I've done in all the podcasts. Like, I'm not even hyping this shit up.
I think I've been crazy, so I'll
No,
sit
no,
this
no,
one
no,
out.
bro,
I'll
bro.
sit this one out because I want.
No. I
my
want you to
time
talk.
for the craziest one.
Rob.
So I'm gonna sit this one out because I know if you
Rob,
telling me, knowing you, if you telling me the last story is the craziest, no, I'm gonna say my shit.
No.
I'm gonna
Oh,
put my
can
shit
I-
in my
Oh,
pocket.
you're saving it now.
Can-
you
can I-
weren't using it before.
You'll get Antonio Brown.
Hey, back.
Wow. Okay. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna make it clear. You still have a full 30 minutes to go. So
Fuck it, we going
we
there.
going
yeah, you
No.
have time.
I'm telling you, this last one, like, I'm telling you.
No, let's not talk about it.
No,
now.
I gotta
Let's
say
get
one
to
more
the
thing.
story.
One more thing. Damn it. Like literally,
That's how you control your podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
for real. That's how you do it. Niggas don't let you have nothing. At the beginning of the podcast, they're like, "Oh, Phil, this is your thing. We'll go
They gonna
according
be
to
like, we
plan."
like that rubber dude.
Yeah, that goes way the fuck out the window
Yes,
once you get
Mexicans.
started.
They're gonna think you're something else after the other one. I'm telling you. I swear on my life. So all right, so boom. So this dude hit me up. So actually, he hit us up while we're recording. He's like, "Yo, let me call in." I'm like, "Too bad. You should have wrote this." He's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna write it." So he's like, "Back in April, we hired this girl at work, and we started to see each other." Well, you fucked up, all right? And she was utilizing my boss, mainly explaining that she was having issues with finances because she was going through a divorce and has a 4-year-old. Oh, my God. We kept giving her a lot of charity and a lot of handouts, a lot of help, including me. Because we were seeing each other, I was helping out with babysitting money and daycare money and gas money, new tiles and all sorts of stuff. And this entire time she was going through the divorce, she couldn't really come over to my place, anything like that. Hold up.
I'm not gonna say nothing. What I was gonna say is, Jude, I'm gonna let you lead, and I'm gonna try to piggyback off of whatever it is that you say. Okay,
trying to
there
play
it is.
safe.
Yeah, I'm literally
Way-
watching Jude process this information. He's
Way
nah.
safe, because there's too much information here that just shows this shit was fucked up.
Too many fundraisers. That's what finally over the weekend of the 4th of July, she was able to get a weekend to herself, but her ex acted up. He loved to make issues difficult for me because he knew that he could just play that card. He wasn't feeling you like that, but okay. This was after I left for Nashville, and while I was in Nashville, she was having issues. Then it was my brother's wedding later on that month. While I was up there for that, she got fired from work because she was stealing from people. And it wasn't just a little bit. She was doing about $200 a shift on top of this. We were still seeing each other, and I was still helping out with finances, and I'm still Venmoing her money in order to have a paper trail. Now my ass is taking her to court while she's going through a divorce and moved in with her other ex. Okay, I'll have to say this, nigga, you fucked up. Yeah, come on, bro. Like, yeah, that.
This guy sent this to you to read this on podcast. Yeah. Why?
Knowing that
That'd
we
be
was
an
gonna
L I
read
take
it.
very silently until not one soul about.
Jude.
Whoa.
No, he's got it.
No, Jude. I'm following you,
No,
sir.
he's got it. No, he's got it.
You know what's the thing I don't understand? Like, I thought that if you're married, don't you still get benefits from your ex? So how the fuck is...
Wait, hold up.
Well,
Hold
it
up.
depends.
Yeah.
It depends. That's not a bad thought. It's just dependent upon the circumstance. So yeah, you're right, but it depends on the circumstance.
Like it's
So
assume her ex doesn't
not
make shit.
every woman gets benefits from their ex.
But dog, they gave her so many, like they're doing fundraisers, and he's helping out with paying money daycare. First of all, listen, what?
Drugs. The answer is drugs.
It had to have been because, like,
The
why,
answer is drugs.
why are you
No.
paying
Not
daycare for this
always,
little
but
man?
yeah, I can see that.
Why are you paying daycare for this little and paying money, and you're still paying money, and she's doing all that shit? So she's fucked up. But I feel like with people, even if someone's good, they'll take advantage of someone. But a situation like that, she got Black China'd and Rob Kardashian. Like, she saw an opportunity, and she's like, fuck it, I'm going to take it and run with it.
But you got to understand, there's no such thing as too nice, too good. Either you move that way,
Well, you had ulterior
you put
motives.
up. Yep, you got ulterior motives. You put up a big.
He probably
front.
thought that was
Wait,
weak.
but who you saying that as it pertains to?
It could
him
be
or
both.
her?
It could be both.
Him trying to say I'm being a nice guy. I'm doing everything right. I'm being an upright citizen. No,
He
you ain't.
Fucked yet.
No, you ain't.
He ain't fucked yet. Okay, that's him.
No,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he fucked.
Yeah.
he didn't.
I'm pretty sure he fucked.
Yeah.
But he ain't fuck enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
See what
All
I'm
right.
saying?
I
no,
co-sign
no,
what
no.
you'd said.
No argument.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got that.
He might have fucked one time.
He got that Asian child sample. He sample of the bourbon chicken. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
He ain't have enough
say
money to
that.
buy it. He ain't have
'Cause I
enough
be
money to
wanting
buy it.
I be wanting to go get a hat from Liz to come back to get another. I got you. I'm not even. There's no
fucking
rebuttal
love
for that.
what you just
I
said.
love.
I
I love when you said bourbon chicken. I tasted all
Yo,
of it.
No, everybody knows.
But when he said
Everybody
it
has that
made
sample.
perfect sense because who the fuck don't walk through the mall and see the chick? Oh, you want a sample? Fake accent. But then you get
this
it. Then you come back. Then you come back and you try to get it again.
Well,
No,
wait,
so
can
I
we
get
add
it.
in the
No, I
addendum
get
that
it.
when you actually get the plate of bourbon chicken, it's fucking trash? Anytime you actually get the full order of bourbon chicken, it never lives up to that one fucking little cup.
Yeah.
You get the full order, you're like, that is great. Her pussy was the bourbon chicken sample. Had he fully gotten it, he did, and now he dealt with.
No.
he's
You
taking
want to
the
know
hardest
what?
L.
To bring it back around, she's crazy. But if she was crazy, obviously she's something not right with her. But was what she doing that good?
No, she knows
No.
exactly what she was doing.
She knew exactly.
She knew
I
exactly
totally
what she was
agree.
doing.
I got no rebuttal.
She was
So
moving
let
the
me-
way she moves naturally. So her thing is that she was like, I'm not trying to be. She's moving exactly. So not only did she divorce her husband, got back with the ex, got all
other
the benefits
ex,
from
the other
everybody
ex.
else, got this dude to babysit. She's moving exactly how
She
needs
hit
to
the
move.
lick.
She's moving exactly how she need to move, bro.
Let's go to the next story because I don't
Yeah.
have nothing.
Yeah.
I don't have nothing
Yeah.
more to add to that.
It's here.
Like that was 100%. She moved how she moved,
Yep.
and he didn't recognize it. So that's on you. Take her to court if you want to.
Yeah.
Eh,
That's stupid.
I
The
probably
judge
wouldn't.
gonna sentence you. And you know, you a
Matter of
dumb
fact,
nigga.
can
'Cause
you
you're
do
gonna
me a
go to
favor?
court-
Go to Judge Judy so
You're
she
gonna
can
go
tell
to
you
court
how
and look
stupid
like an
you were.
idiot, though. You're gonna go to court like, hey, I got a paper trail now. Look, But she took $200,000 from you already.
And the problem with that is you were smart enough to get a paper trail, but you wasn't smart enough to stop sending her money. So again, let's go to the next story. 'Cause I think you really summed that shit up perfectly.
Yo.
Okay, let's give
Y'all
full
perfect.
time to give. Do you have an addendum to read officially before you go through this one?
I just want to let y'all know this. I talked about this shit so much. Like,
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all right now, you know me. You've known me over the Azzam. You know me. Over
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
you
you
know
know-
I don't hype up shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm not.
This is the first time in the time I've been doing this podcast with you that you in advance went, I got a fucking story.
Yeah.
I'm a
putting the
little
mic down.
nervous,
No.
actually. Okay.
I want-
You know what? I actually respect that Robert's doing that, though, because it could be one of those things midway through. Where we're
Oh
all
no,
like,
no, no! You're gonna. He will. Audience members, I want y'all to look at Robert Bass' reaction because this nigga's gonna go berserk. No, y'all. Trust me, you won't be able to fight it. You won't be able to fight
All
it.
right, let's go.
Boom. So, okay. So I went on a Tinder date once. Shit got me fucking up. Okay. So I went on a Tinder date once. Only Tinder date I ever went on after my ex from the last story and I broke up. And this is okay. He was a lacrosse player at Lynn University. Typical big dumb jock guy. So we started talking on. No.
It's a girl.
This is the girl that's
It's a
saying
girl
all
doing
this.
that.
Yeah, I'm just reading. A nigga's such a great reader, you know. But anyway, so fuck you. So we started talking on Tinder, and I'm just trying to fuck. These girls are acting like niggas, bro. Okay, that's
That's
cool.
part of it.
So we started talking on Tinder, and I'm just trying to fuck. So I was just like, hey, let's hang. He lived on campus though, and at the time I moved back home. So I was like, cool, let's go to the beach. So we meet at the beach. The convo is good. He's telling me about where he's from and whatnot, and then he makes a move. We start making out in the sand, foreplay and all that, and then I go down on him. Normal so far. But as we continue, he's like begging me to put my finger in his ass. Robert, stop, bro, stop. Sit down. Robert. Which is cool, whatever, I'm game. So I put one in and keep going. Then he's like, it's not enough, give me another. I told you to go pick that bitch up. So now I'm 2 fingers deep in this dude's poop chute. So he says he's close, but he needs more. He's like, go for 4. At this point, I'm like, okay, dude, you're kinky as fuck. I can't wait till we get to the real business. But at last, as soon as my little pinky finger joined the pool party, this little boy screams and comes the most I've ever encountered in my life. I'm half convinced at this point he's a virgin. He apologized and is like, I'm so sorry. I got too excited and I have lacrosse practice at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Can I see you again tomorrow and I'll make it up to you?
Wait, is that where it stopped?
Nah, nigga, there's more.
Oh, shit. Wait, let's take a break right here. Let's break that up. Break that up. One. First of all, let's check her on the fact she said, after 4 fingers, I'm pretty sure he's a virgin.
What? That wasn't what I was pretty sure of.
That's what I'm saying. She said that. She said, after 4 fingers, he came so fast, I think he's a virgin. I've never put 4 fingers in anybody and said, you might be a virgin. Fucking.
My whole thing is like, what? How do you?
This broke you. This broke all of you.
Like, no, I read this before, and it's just like, I'm trying to think like he knew that one ain't gonna do it. He was playing coy. He was like, hey, could you put one? Hey, another one. It's like when you're trying to when someone's eating fries and they're like, hey, yo, let me see that fry right there. I'm gonna need another one. Hey, let me get another one. So
he was playing hard to get.
Yeah, he was like, hey, yo, can I get one? And then he played a DJ Khaled, another one.
We the best. Listen,
Yo, you hit that like this.
I'm gonna reserve.
I'm a man.
How is he? My whole thing is, what position was he in? Was his leg cocked up like a baby getting a diaper change? Like,
Pretty much. No, pretty much. Like, I don't even think. You're right. You're right. Like, there's no.
like he was getting a
we don't.
prostate exam, or
I think the problem is Like, we're trying to visualize this, and that's not the biggest issue. I'm going to reserve what I think.
No, nigga, no.
Yeah, because we got more.
We
You
have
gotta say
more.
what you
I
wanna
wanna
say
know what
right
your
now.
thoughts are
I'll
here.
say this. Well, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I seen the shit in American Pie.
Yeah, they say the prostate is the guy's G spot.
Yeah, I would go with.
I'm pretty sure it's more fucked up than that, but I want to save all of my pum-pum-pums for the second part because you paused for a motherfucking reason.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say, oh, maybe he was American Pie in it.
So y'all see right now that I'm not hyping this up.
No.
This is fucking insane.
Because you said there's more.
I just want to let you know that that was the Thor #2 compared to the rest of the shit. That
You're telling me this is the Thor: The Dark World? I'm about to get
and
Ragnarok.
Thor was like that movie I'm talking about was like an ain't shit movie compared to everything else. So
Oh shit. Okay.
yeah. And then she's like, so I'm like, yeah, sure, and go home. I shit you not. Now 1 hour later, I'm getting text from this man like, what if I give you money and you buy a strap-on so you can fuck me?
She called a body about a week ago.
Robert, sit down, bro.
This episode got way out of hand already.
I was like, yo, I've never done that. That sounds fun. I'm game as long as I get dick down too. And he's like, yeah, of course. So I'm like, okay, let's plan tomorrow to go to a sex store and get the goods. He texts me after practice the next morning and was like, I've been researching strap-ons and I can't wait to get fucked by a 7-inch dick. And I'm like, oh, cool, buddy. Yeah, it'll be fun. Then a couple of hours go by and he texts me again and he's like,
Why are you pausing? Why are you pausing and giggling?
Because this is the bombshell.
yo, okay, I'm going to rewind this bitch back. I'm like, oh, cool, buddy. Yeah, it'll be fun. Then a couple of hours go by and he texts me again and he's like, can you throat fuck me with an 8-inch strap on? I want to gag.
The caucasity of this story. The caucasity of this story. Second you said the crossplayer, I knew it was going downhill, but fucking wow.
Can I say something? and I want to do this in a way to hopefully redeem myself from the Mexican statement I said earlier.
Okay.
When he went for multiple fingers in his ass, I figured like he was moving for the other community. And the reality of it is maybe just maybe his perversion is to live that lifestyle, but maybe it's not so wrong if it's done by the opposite sex. Now, that's not my life. That's not my reflection of what I would do. But the reality of it is like, okay, we gonna be 100 here?
No. The best part is this dildo shit broke him from his. She got good pussy. So the dildo broke him. He came rational.
Okay.
He came right the fuck down. The fuck down.
All right, so let me go back to who I've been. The whole
this is
podcast.
good. No, this is
Wait,
good.
this is her fault. Period. You know why? What do you mean? I'm gonna tell you because any female that I've ever fucked with, or any female that I may fuck with in the future, the moment I say anything about her putting a finger in my ass, she's looking at me crazy. You didn't. Let's move on. You get 4 fingers deep.
Yo, let me finish.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry. I put down.
I just want to say
I can't.
the thing that killed me. Everyone put their head down like someone. You ever play when you play like high school football? Someone get tackled. Everyone take a knee.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a mean knee.
Oh.
Let's get back to him taking the 8-inch dildo in his throat.
Okay. I'm starting to get apprehensive at this point. I'm like,
Soundbite.
maybe I shouldn't do this, but I still kind of want it for the story. So I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. Yo, it gets worse.
Keep going. Just keep going. I'm on the path. Let's
Then an
just
hour
power through.
later, Then an hour later, he PayPals me the money, and is like, "Go buy that 9-inch cock. I want to be choked with it. Make me cry like the little faggot I am." That's what he said. That's what he. At this point, I'm like, "So, are you the only one getting fucked tonight?" And he's like, "No, I got you." Now, the way I heard "No, I got you" is like, "Hey, you gonna pay me back $20?" Hey, you know when it comes to money, when a nigga goes,
You good for No.
What kind of question?
All right, I'm gonna
The question.
wait. So,
No, you got me on dick, right?
wait, hold on.
Yo, you got me on dick.
Hold on.
hold on.
I'm gonna hit you with the
Hold on,
OG.
wait.
I'm gonna hit you with the OG perspective. That's like back in the day when black people when black men didn't acknowledge that they ate the pussy. So it was like, let me get some head. Oh, you gonna eat the pussy too? Yeah. I got you.
You know what's the phrase what someone says when they know they're not gonna give it back to you?
Yeah, I got you.
No, you know I'm good for it. Like that's what.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh my God.
You know I'm good for dick.
I'm gonna need you to stop pausing.
I'm sorry.
I need this whole story.
No,
I'm over here like
All right, wait,
him
how much
waiting for
longer
that
is
fourth
left?
finger so I can just come all over this shit. Okay, that was weird.
Fucking love this.
That was weird.
Oh man.
But go ahead.
But he's like, but I like to fuck with porn on in the background, and I'm like back in like, I'm like, okay, cool, send me a sample.
Gay
Okay,
porn.
wait.
Gay porn.
I'm gonna take it up a notch. This is porn involving people of the transsexual persuasion. I'm throwing that into the universe.
No.
That's her.
No,
He's attracted
It's
to
one
women.
of two things.
Yeah.
It's either straight up gay porn or it is porn with women with strap-ons fucking men.
I
gotta
feel
take it
like,
up the level,
he's attracted to a woman, wants to get fucked by a penis, probably gonna go into that perception.
Strap-on.
Yeah.
No,
The
not
strap-on thing
strap-on.
I'm
He's
gonna give
talking
you.
about-
I'm saying it's
he's
gonna be
talking
trans
about
women.
We
A
talking
trans
about
women.
Yeah.
He's talking about
Yeah,
trans
it's gonna be
women.
trans women because that's technically not gay porn.
You know what?
And yeah.
Technically-
It could be.
Okay.
I think he'll have gay porn, but trans women
Yeah,
sounds
right.
like that. Sounds like.
What
the
if
thing.
I told you niggas all wrong?
What?
Then I'm gonna tell you, shut the fucking
Keep
video off.
going.
I'm fucking
Keep
done.
fucking going.
He's like, this man sends me a full-on all-male bukkake.
Okay, I'm perverted. What the fuck does that mean?
Bukkake
wait.
means like
Yes.
one person is on the floor and everyone's nutting on this person's face. What if I told you niggas there's more?
There's more.
Hold on.
There's more.
Hold on, wait. Oh my God.
This story's taken 15 minutes to tell, and it's been worth every fucking second. Keep going.
So I am done. I'm like, oh, okay, now we're good. I'll give you the money back. No, thank you. And he completely doesn't understand my change of heart about the whole thing. Long story short, I gave a BJ to a closeted gay lacrosse player on the beach. I'm like, hey, man, it's okay if you like men. I think you should explore that. I'm sure you'll feel more sexually fulfilled. And then this motherfucker starts cursing me out, calling me a prude bitch because I don't want to fuck his throat while Lemon Party plays in the background, then tells me he's not fucking gay, and how dare I? I'm just not sexually advanced enough to understand what he's into. Now this nigga's shaming her. He pulled a you. He's shaming her. Nigga, you see how it all comes around?
No.
You see how it all comes around?
Excuse me, ma'am. Before he finishes your story, you and I have one thing in common. We don't know what the fuck is going on here. Our perversion don't lead to that level. You, on the other hand, you're a little more advanced than I was, because there's some shit I'm not willing to do. But you went fucking 4 fingers deep in the man's ass.
Let me finish this.
I can't believe there's more.
4 fingers.
I looked up his Facebook not too long ago. He moved back to New York after college. He's married now. Him and his husband look super happy.
That's beautiful. That's
yeah,
actually a
happy
really nice
ending.
happy ending,
Happy
actually.
ending.
That is
Good
a happy
for him.
It would have been happier
Good
if,
for him.
if she would have did what he asked her to do with the escalating number of inches of the dildo. If anybody was paying attention, it started off 7 in the ass.
Yep.
It went to 8 in the throat.
No,
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
7, 8, 9.
7 in the ass.
8.
Then it went to 8 in the throat, and then it was 9. I forgot
It was 9.
what the
It was
fuck
9.
she
It
was doing.
literally, he went
9.
up incrementally.
The fuck? Oh, you're a giver. Fuck
she's down for whatever, bro.
I do have to
like-
say, like, I respect her willingness to go as far as she was.
You know what it is? It's like she's the perfect embodiment of 2019, right? Because she's like, the guy's like, call me this or label me as this, but I'm not that. And she's like, all right, I'll entertain it.
But she
I'll
did
entertain
it. She did it off the strength of this is going to be a funny story to tell. Which, well, I mean, to be honest,
Yeah, this shit's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit's fucking wild.
I think on the other side of it, despite the story and the details of the story, I think she is probably a great fuck. Simply because she's down for anything.
I probably wouldn't say it like that.
Why? Why
No,
not?
I would probably
She
wouldn't-
met him.
No,
she
no,
met
no.
him on Tinder.
No, I'm saying I probably wouldn't say great fuck after everything she said.
Well, it depends
Wait,
on
hold
you.
up,
But
hold up.
they never smashed. It's just off head.
Yeah.
But this is my whole point. Given her willingness to do whatever it was that
Yeah.
he wanted to do, that's why I'm saying great fuck. Granted, they didn't fuck. And I'm saying it from the level of whatever your perversion is. So you meet this girl and you have a level of perversion that is not normal. What she has shown is that she's willing to go there. Like, because I doubt that's your level of perversion. She done put 4 fingers in the man's ass.
You would have put a
nothing.
9-inch dick
Then
into
on top
that.
of that, she took the PayPal to go get the fucking 7, 8, 9. What the fuck is this? A
Also,
Lil Wayne?
I also want to say that,
8,
like,
7 inch, 8 inch, 9 inch. Like, what the fuck is? You're great. You're a great person. You're what society should aim for. Give motherfuckers what they ask you for, and never feel no type of way about doing it. I think the only thing is, you shouldn't have said nothing until you fucked him, because that would have made the story even better.
But come on, like
I was gonna,
but-
she was a
but
good sex therapist at that point to be like, look, I think you might be.
wouldn't have
He
said
could have
that.
been bi. Like
Yeah.
that's also possible.
Yeah. I
wouldn't
He
have
can
said
still be
nothing.
bi.
no,
and
no,
just
no, no, no,
falling
no.
for a
Hold on,
man.
hold on. He ain't, because he said choke me like the bitch
No,
I
no,
am.
that's-
He said what
He-
time it was. Like,
He could no, but he could still be bi
time it
and
was.
like
He
I
said
think
what
to be a
time it was.
self-hating bi
Yeah,
man, like still viable.
He told her everything she needed to know. And because she knew that, like you said, when we started to go into this section of the conversation was, she knew it was going to be a great story. So she went along with it. That's why I said, you should have fucked him. Because Red Riding Hood is not a great story if you don't kill the big bad wolf.
This
So
man's
to me,
asshole
she
was the big
should've-
bad wolf.
She should have just, wow.
the Manduki shoot.
This man's asshole was the big bad wolf.
Manduki shoot.
I wasn't saying that.
That's what you exactly what you were saying.
But at the end of the day, the only way you...
But hold on, wait. My whole thing is this. Hold on, this fucked me up. I like.
Like, I'm trying to be...
Hold on,
I'm
wait,
trying to be
Rob.
objective.
I like porn, but my whole thing is, what trek do you go across porn where you're like, yo, all male book, I want this. I feel like he was trolling, like, or okay, no, he wasn't. But I'm saying he wasn't.
That was quite the prank.
No, you know what? I think you really hit on something just then.
Because I
But go ahead,
thought
I'm gonna
about it
let you finish
like, to realize that this is what I like, because at a heterosexual man, I don't want to even look like a bukkake's. That's just disgusting. To see a whole bunch of dudes ejaculate on a girl's face, that's crazy. But the fact that you're looking at that, you want that being played while someone's hitting you with a strap on. Like, that is insane. Like,
Get the strap.
Why are you kink? You're kink
the
shaming,
strap.
Phil. That's wrong.
I'm not
I got
shaming,
it.
but I'm just
I got
saying,
something
like,
you said
where did
something
he-
mean about Mexicans and a kink shamer? What is this?
no, but my whole
I
thing
think-
is, I'm just saying, like, that trek of where do you go from here? And you know what I love about this story? This shit made us have so many different emotions.
No, I only had one.
I went from laughing, now I'm concerned, like, yo.
I'm not concerned. I think, like, realistically speaking, I think you really hit on it. Like, I think the thing that we're overlooking, and I'll just speak for myself, the thing that I overlooked in the beginning was what the truth was in search of something to say comedic. But the reality of it is, this guy was looking for acceptance from someone because he was fighting something.
Mm-hmm.
He knew he was gay. But I can't move in that lane.
He went pretty deep in, bro.
So when it's all said and done, like, here we are, we on the beach, it's a great setting. Like, even as she's telling the story, and then before you know it, he makes a move. So he moves suddenly toward what it is that he wants. Now he's telling her, because there's only one of two outcomes. I tell you I want a finger in my ass and you're disgusted and we leave. Okay, now it's my story against your story. I done got 4 fingers deep. Like, who the fuck makes up 4 fingers deep in a man's asshole? Nobody. But the moment that she agreed to put her finger in his ass, he was comfortable enough to then express to her the shit that he wanted. And at the same time, you didn't say nothing. So you're not making me feel bad about who I am. But now, after I done got 4 fingers in my ass and I done shot a load harder than you've ever seen,
Broke the levees with it.
now I can say to you in a later message, I want you to fuck me like I am. Because now I already know you should be smart enough to know that no heterosexual man really wants 4 fingers in his ass. The other thing with the story is what she learned from the beach was he can't nut and get back up. So why the fuck do you keep going thinking like you gonna fuck this man in the ass, he gonna bust a nut, and then you gonna get what you want?
You know what he did to her, what girls be doing to guys? But, oh, I'll get yours and then get dressed and leave. That's what he pretty much.
So I think on one hand, it's kind of fucked up.
Literally on one hand.
I was like, you
Minus a
you
thumb.
really went in on this one.
Minus a thumb, I think on one hand it's fucked up that, she went alone because she knew it would be a great story to tell. But then on the other hand, she may have helped him because at the end of the story, she looked him up on Facebook because
You remember.
that was the craziest story she had ever went through and found him and found
What
out
you
he
gotta
was
say
married
about this, bro?
to his husband. So she knew what he was. So go ahead,
What
Jude.
you thought about this, bro?
I mean,
That shit left you so shook.
no, for sure, man. Like, because there's parts in the story when you're like, all right, it stops here. No. I'm like, shit, I got to break down another thing. And then you dropped another one, and you're like, I'm like, all right, cool. I can work with this, and I can break that down. And you go, no. There's more. And I'm like, fuck. It's out of my jurisdiction, yo. So she handled it properly. Out of all the stories, she handled it properly.
I don't think she handled it properly if she really wanted to get fucked.
No, I think she handled it properly because
she
she's
handled
not
it
gonna get
properly,
fucked.
dog.
We
Yeah.
all agreed that was about to be like
Yeah.
yo, dog, you got me on this McChicken? No, yeah,
got
man.
you.
No, I ain't
I
gonna
got you, bro.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
I'm good for it.
Yeah.
It
She
ain't
wasn't
even
getting
on the
dick down
dollar menu
later.
no more. Like,
She wasn't getting dick down
Let me
later.
get a BK Supreme, bitch.
Yeah.
McRib. But
craziest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life.
I told y'all niggas that. I told y'all. Azzam, what you gotta say, bro?
It's not the craziest thing I've ever heard, which is kind of shocking. to
What?
me. It's
What kind
wild.
of fucking life you live?
I move in circles with people who
I
do
like
things.
that. I know it's some shit that we can't say on
Yeah,
camera.
I
When a
move in
motherfucker
circles.
starts stuttering like
I've
he a
met some
DJ,
interesting people in my life.
I've been through some shit.
I met some
He's
people.
been watching Bukkake the whole time. While
No.
We ain't even recording. He was like,
No, that's not as far down the rabbit hole as I've ever gone. But I think that's deep down the rabbit hole of like internet pornography.
Okay.
It's fucking weird. I have to agree.
this nigga said pornography.
Yeah. I like,
I
to
like
use-
him. He's a connoisseur.
yeah.
Anybody that's a connoisseur, they use the whole term. They
You
don't
want to
say
hear something
porn.
crazy that happened to me? bro?
No, we gotta let
No,
him
hold-
finish.
I'm sorry.
No, yeah, you can go.
Something crazy that
I'll
happened
hop
to me
back
is that
in.
like I was doing this short film long ago, and
Porn.
I'm looking. No. It was like a 48-hour film festival thing we're doing, and I'm looking through some dude's tablet, and he had blacked porn on there, and blacked porn is like
I know what
interracial.
Yeah.
For the people that know, it's like, but the way it's shot,
He said
It's
pornography
beautifully
film.
shot.
it's like
Beautifully shot.
resi-
Beautifully.
It's
yeah,
like,
no, like
and it's a white dude. It's a white dude and it's interracial porn. So I'm thinking, yo, did my phone transfer my shit onto there? Right. And I'm freaking the fuck out. And so I'm not looking at this man, letting him know I see this. So I'm like, because a lot of the tabs look like shit I had up. So I'm out here deleting shit. And then I gave him his shit back. I'm like, oh my God, my Bluetooth logged into his shit.
Yeah,
That's
y'all
weird.
connected.
And then we're talking. I think someone mentioned a porn star. He was like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, We're talking about porn. He said black. And I mentioned black. He's like, yeah, I watched that too. And I'm like, nigga, what? He's like, yeah, man, I shoot film, so I like great cinematography
Yeah.
when I watch my shit. And this whole time I'm thinking my shit's on there, but
Now you
this
done deleted
man,
all this man's
yeah,
shit.
I'm deleting all this shit.
He just fucked his entire porn
That
collection.
fly is on.
Did you see it? It was like a combo. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was like, did you see how I swatted? Like I swatted. Like
It was
man,
on your
you
beard.
So crazy.
It was on your beard.
It was on my beard. Oh man.
And
But
then
the
it went
fact-
to your head.
The fact that you coughed, you swallowed that.
No, I ain't swallow. Whoa.
I love where this is going.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All
All
Before I
right.
finish-
Yo,
Before I finish my point.
Here. I ain't swallow shit. Let's clear that up.
All right, before I finish my point, I want to make an addendum. The dude, I met a guy who shot for that website. He's like the cinematographer that, like the guy who runs that is like, it needs to look beautiful, which is kind of incredible that anybody in America is like, let's make porn pretty. That's weird, but neither here nor there. Just the fact that she was willing to entertain this as far as she did makes her a hero. There are a lot of people who would have been like, let me fucking leave. But that dude, I think, though he married a man, that has nothing to do with it. I think based on the fact that he was still attracted to her as a woman, he probably is not Kinsey 6. I think it's Kinsey 6 is the gayest on the spectrum. He's probably not like 100% gay. He's probably more in the middle spectrum.
I don't even want to know how you know the spectrum. And
I heard of that too.
You never heard of the spectrum?
Because
No.
it's pretty much saying that like
I don't-
all people. It's pretty much
Yeah,
saying
people
that
have
every-
a spectrum. Of
I'm not
sexual-
saying it doesn't exist. I'm just saying maybe I haven't.
No,
dived
you're
into
just-
the
You
know
rabbit
he's
hole
an OG.
to know
He'll
that.
know.
No, I hit you.
it
with
ain't-
it.
it ain't- It's not even. It's not even
I'm
OG.
teasing you,
I'll be real with you. Like I like perverted shit. It's just certain things I don't know. Like I know I like what I like. I watch porn on mute because the storylines is horrible. Like
Sometimes I need to know why they're fucking. Sometimes I need to know why they're
No, I
fucking.
need that update.
So,
Like,
like,
how did we get
no,
here?
No, I need to know why they fucking. I
don't
really
need
really
to know why.
the plot.
I don't need to know why
You're
you were
wildin'.
jogging and then you brought this sweaty pussy to me. And
No.
now I'm supposed to. Be
I can't.
fucking, like,
I can't.
Don't
I
disrespect
can't watch
Patty Pussy. Calm down.
meaningless sex. I gotta know what the plot. Like I'll see a nigga in Oxford sweater at a bitch's house. I'm like, why is this nigga there? And then I'm like, oh, okay, he
But
needed help
isn't
with homework.
porn meaningless sex to begin with.
No, they all have storyline.
So
in
you-
them.
Yeah,
most of them have storyline.
Yeah, if it.
Or if they don't have storyline, the title of it is the plot of what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't.
So it's like,
I don't want to have to insinuate.
Never.
Like, I want to
Well,
know
not-
what your writer tried to write. I'd like to know.
Then maybe I am OG.
Well, I was
if I'm
gonna say,
watching
like,
porn,
black porn-
I'm watching it to beat off.
black porn
Possible.
doesn't have a storyline for the most part. They really don't.
They don't.
Is this the girl
Actually,
dancing in
that's
front
not
of?
true.
Most of them don't. Most of them are dancing in
That's
front of the
not true.
camera.
No,
And the next thing you know, a nigga walk up and
No,
boop,
no,
boop,
no.
boop. Most of them are
With now.
Yeah, with boots. Niggas wearing Timbs.
Hold on.
With boots. Nah, nigga. Hold on, wait.
Hold on.
Wait, hold on.
I'ma
Dead
let you go.
ass.
This guy, there's this one porn star. This motherfucker got elbow pads, knee pads, Timbs, and long white construction tube socks putting in work.
Was it the blacked though?
Huh?
No,
Was
that's
it-
not black.
See, that's the whole thing.
We're talking
so
about-
the blacked, and that's what I'm gonna speak to. Not that I've ever watched. They do have a plot. So it's
Yeah.
always the chick like, oh my God, so I met this guy and he's the most incredibly attractive guy. I've
That's
ever
how they
met."
talk. The girl does a voiceover.
Yeah, they do like a monologue.
And then,
Okay, that was one of the few times I didn't put it on mute.
Yeah, they do. A
yeah,
monologue
so shut the
episode.
fuck up. We caught this nigga. You ain't
Lies
slick.
and deceit.
Fucking perf.
Pieces
Pretty much.
I'm a
That's
disgusting
one thing.
bro.
No, I'm gonna do like he did. I am not a perv. I am a pervert.
Okay.
Full on.
I'm a pervert.
Oh yeah,
I'm a
like
pervert.
Francie it up.
But
Of thoughts
it's
of
weird.
perversion.
I mean, people are into different things, and so I think what I don't want to do, going back to the last story, is I don't want to put shame on him, and I think technically I don't really want to put shame on her. I agree, she is the hero.
Yeah.
She rode with it.
Literally.
She literally did God's
Literally.
work.
Ride
Not
till I
really.
can't
Not
no
literally.
more.
He like.
And she returned the money. Like, that was the moment I was like, you're a
Some
hero.
bitches would've took that
I
money
would've-
and hit the
I,
high
like,
road.
I fucking, if one of my female friends said that happened to them, and they went, a guy sent me, that's not fucking cheap. I'm 99.9% sure that
not.
amount of dildo was expensive.
It's not. I went once with a girl.
It's not cheap. That's money.
Now I don't know about
And, like-
strap on, but I know depending on the level of dildo you get, it's not cheap.
And like, he was talking about a sizable fucking dildo. It's
I don't know why
probably
you
was
looking
at
at me
least
like that. I'm
Yeah.
pussy all
Kink
day.
shame, man. Feels
I'm pussy all day.
No,
Some-
hey, don't
let's
do
go-
that, nigga.
Let's-
10
hey,
years
hold
later,
on,
they
'cause
find
there
this and try to cancel
Right.
me.
Because there's a story that you're gonna show in the clip that we didn't go over, and it was about the chick that may or may not have been obese.
Yeah.
Okay, I love pussy. The whole thing is you just have to have been born with one.
Wait, what?
Okay.
What?
Like
Okay.
that's my whole thing. So like for me,
Where'd this come from, bro?
I don't know, but
it came from you looking at me weird when I said, "Oh well."
I
know
just
the
did that
price
to
of a
make you
dildo.
say some crazy shit.
Yeah,
And
you
And
literally
I
did
say some
that.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to
Go
stop
ahead.
you, but I'm like,
I
hey,
was looking at you to
This is
gaslight you. I was
this
like,
is why you run the podcast.
Exactly.
because You know the
He
questions to
showed
ask.
a little bit of
But, like,
progression, and he said, "Wait a second."
No, I don't. At my age, I don't give a fuck about progression. What I care about.
all right. So this was this week's episode of the Papi Negro Podcast. This title of this podcast is gonna be like, he ain't shit, you ain't shit, we all ain't shit.
Good pussy.
Look, I ain't shit. Pussy
My-
was the bomb.
But nonetheless, man, this episode, I told y'all this was gonna be ridiculous.
Yo.
And I don't know if you thought I was capping and lying, but
No, but I
No,
didn't
no,
think
no.
it was going to be the most wholesome story of the group either.
But
Like,
I mean,
it was oddly the
had a
most sexual
beginning?
and the most wholesome.
kinda.
Yeah, it was
Yep.
like the
It kinda
fucking.
was. I think
shit had a moral at the end of the
Yeah,
story.
Like,
it ended with
I'm-
love,
It wrapped
not
everything up well.
infidelity.
the story was so crazy. I didn't even really hear the fact that she sent him the money back. Like I totally missed that part of the story. So like
Yeah.
it was.
No, that's part of the craziness, sending the money back.
It
You
is
should've
part
kept
of the
that shit.
crazy. Like I don't know. Like I
Should've
didn't.
kept that shit.
fucking. It was
I didn't-
egregiously kinky, yet somehow wholesome.
I will say this. I didn't really know what the fuck to expect today. I'm gonna leave pleasantly surprised. Like I'm good. Like I'm like
the
hell.
Papi Negro
Now,
experience.
I know I got some Mexican friends that's on my Facebook page. Look, I don't have no problem with y'all. Yeesh. I want to put that out there. I love all of you.
The hat he was talking about was the MAGA hat he bought off Amazon earlier today.
Oh me?
Yeah, you remember when you're like, "Where's my hat?" He has a MAGA hat. So all you,
Yeah. And I lost it about a week ago.
Yeah, oh my god. But nah, man, this episode was
crazy.
fun, man.
Yeah.
That was the old nigga reference. Like Bobby Smurda ain't been like hot for like what, almost 7 years.
Rob, you're fine, bro.
I'm cool. I'm cool with being old.
You're good, man. I just want to.
I love it.
Jude, thank you so much for being.
Yeah, thank you. For
I'd love to have you on again, bro. Robert Bass.
crazy.
You got any shows coming out soon?
I'll be at the Miami Improv this Thursday.
Oh, we ain't releasing it. By then.
I would
Yeah,
say
you ain't releasing it by then,
release this
so-
one first, then.
Release this one first.
Yeah, just release this one first.
You ain't got to.
The
Because I
second
don't
I hit
want-
stop recording, it's
Well, I
done.
don't want my Mexican friends to be like, "Oh, we know where he gonna be," and now I'm in
That
trouble.
leaf blower joke. What? Look.
Oh, you talking about the dildo with the leaf blower? And the
you know what?
Mexican
I
dick?
should have known you already. But anyway, this shit was you.
I'm not one.
Bro, you got a Mexican
I'm
joke.
I'm Trump racist. Like, I'm gonna say
What you
racist
mean?
shit.
You're putting policies in effect?
Like I'll say racist shit, but I'm not racist. Look at my African Americans.
This nigga kicked people out of his apartments, bro.
Yeah,
That nigga racist.
I've kicked a bitch out of an apartment before. Her head wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. But listen,
Okay.
Oh, that's totally different.
Anyway, so
All right, and with that,
Wow,
I'm
anyway,
going to close
so-
this pod out.
So, after
what was
we're
your-
canceled?
Jude, I want to tell you thank you so much for being here. It means the world that you're here, man. Same to you, Robert
sure, for
Bass.
I really doubt that because you said thank you to Jude like 3 times, and you've only given
Nigga,
me
it's
one
my
thank you.
podcast. Shut the fuck up. But anyway, no, bro, I hit you up. I
No,
hit
I'm
you up to
fucking
be
with you.
here.
I'm fucking with you.
Azzam,
Yeah, that's
the
me.
guy behind the boards.
Yes,
So this is a wild episode, man. So
this is crazy.
the Papi Negro Podcast, forever petty, forever roasting. Y'all stay up. Peace.